All right, here we go. So a sector has a perimeter of 12 centimeters and an area of 8 centimeters squared. Find all possible radii. And so let's start by just drawing a quick sketch of what is going on here. So it's not the whole circle that has a perimeter of 12 centimeters because the circumference of a circle is what we call the circle's perimeter. It's just a very specific perimeter. And here we have the perimeter of a sector. And so remember, that's kind of our slice of pie here. And these three portions added up are going to be 12 centimeters. So, oops, I'm writing M. 12 centimeters is what the three pieces here are going to be when added together. Now remember the length right here, that's just the radius. We got the radius plus the radius plus the arc length there, S. And so if we kind of wanted to get, well, what's the arc length? We'll have this piece that 2 times the radius plus the arc length, S. That's equal to 12. And we're going to solve just for S here. So subtract 2R from each side, and we have S equals 12 minus 2R, or negative 2R plus 12. And that's our length of our sector. Now we're going to compare this to the area of this sector, and so that's our K value. And let's set up this proportion. We're going to have that the sector of a circle, or sorry, the sector of the arc length. Sorry, the arc length of a sector, that piece right there, divided by the entire circumference. Remember, circumference is 2 pi times the radius. That's going to be equal to the area of the sector, that K value, divided by the whole area, which is the area of the circle. So pi times the radius squared. Now we know some of these pieces, and so we're going to substitute them in and kind of go from there. So in for S, let's plug in the S that we know. We have 12 minus 2R divided by 2 pi R is equal to the area of the sector, which we know is 8. So we can plug that value in now. So equals 8 divided by the area of the circle. So we've got pi times radius squared. Okay, and let's go ahead and simplify from here. So multiply, or first off, we can divide everything here by 2. So we have 6 minus r divided by pi times r. And over here we have pi times radius squared, nothing simplifying over there. So here, multiply each side by pi. That'll get rid of pi in the denominator, and by radius squared. So radius squared. That'll get rid of all of our denominator here. So pi divided by pi is 1. Radius squared divided by radius squared is 1. Over here, pi divided by pi is 1, and radius squared divided by the radius leaves us with just 1 radius to be multiplied by the numerator here. That simplifies down to radius times 6 minus r, so that's 6r minus r squared is equal to, over here, equal to 8. All right, let's add r squared and subtract 6r from each side, get it equal to 0. So we have radius squared minus 6r plus 8 equals 0. Here, now we're gonna now we'll factor and get. Give ourselves a little more room here. Now we'll have, hey, that's equal to the radius. Let's see, what multiplies to give us 8, but adds to give us negative 6. So that's going to be r minus 4 and r minus 2 equals 0. So the radius is equal to 4 and 2. 4 and 2. And do both those values work out? Yes. So we, if we had a negative number, we'd have to kind of check that a little more because you can't have a negative length. But there we go. Our radius is 4 and 2 centimeters. Those are two possible values for R. All right, hope that helps.